Thanks, guys.
Thanks for the
How are you guys? Good to see everyone. How are you? Tommy, how are you?
That's right.
Good. Very good. Oh, Jesus.
Need my sunnies.
Going on okay?
Dan, a record win over the Waratahs, how pleasing is that?
Oh yeah, really pleasing. You know, at half time we've been in those positions before quite a number of times. We've had a good lead and we challenged each other around the growth in this team is making sure we finish teams off and not release pressure and be our own worst enemy. And I thought the boys were brilliant in the second half. You know, Whitey scores that try early on off the scrum. I thought our clearance game was excellent, getting out of our own end, and yeah, you know, really pleased.
Rolling ball, we saw how impressive that can be again. A few tries there, even Noah getting in on the action. How pleased are you with that?
Yeah, Noah scores a maul try, which is good. I thought the forwards were superb, to be honest, scrum and maul. You know, we thought that we could gain some dominance there, and we did. Talking about it during the week's one thing, but delivering on it, and yeah, you know, 1-8, and then the boys that came off the bench were excellent.
Matt Hanson scores 3 tries. Andy Muirhead was really strong in the first half, especially. How pleased are you with those boys?
Yeah, really happy. You know, Mac's been banging on the door at this level at training for a number of years. Trained really well. Hasn't been in the 23, just sticks at it. And tonight he gets a reward for all that hard work that no one else sees. It's as I said, you know, it was pleasing what the forwards delivered, and then you know, the backs and the outside backs decide by how many. And tonight they had a night out, which is really happy for them.
More than 9,000 people in the first home game of the season. A few more home games to come. How keen are you building that?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to be 15,000, 20,000, wouldn't it? Brumbies and the Waratahs. Beautiful conditions. We've got another home game next week. There's a good young football team there. We just, you know, we want to play in front of bigger crowds, if we're honest. So really happy for the 9,500 or however many turned up here tonight. But yeah, keen to build on that.
Al, how are you guys feeling? Pretty rough in the rooms after that one?
Yeah, it's good feeling in there, mate. You know, and just as Dan said, mate, it was just a good performance from the boys. I thought we came out with good intent. You know, and as Dan said, mate, we spoke a lot throughout the week around what we wanted to deliver, and I think that was a pleasing part. Was just seeing the boys, you know, deliver from the kick-off and then continue that in the second half.
What was different? Dan mentioned wanting to finish teams off now. What was different tonight compared to maybe the last couple of years?
I think it's just staying in the moment. You know, understanding that first half is the first half, and you can't get too wrapped up in that, and understanding that you know, any team on their day can come out second half and do a job on you. So I think for us it was just staying in the moment and moving into the next job. And I think, you know, from that first kick off, Banksy puts in a good kick, chases hard, and then, you know, we get a result off the back of that. So you know, we gave ourselves that opportunity to get the try, and that's just off the back of boys staying in the moment and making sure that they move into the next job.
The Rebels fell, you know, narrowly short yesterday. How do you expect them to respond next week?
Oh yeah, you know, they showed they're a gritty team, aren't they? That'll come hard at you defensively and put you under pressure. So you know, we'll review this game and have a look at them and go in with the strategy of what we think will beat them. But you know, they present a different challenge. They were unlucky last night. You know, I think that as a club they'd be really proud of that performance. So we understand that whilst we're pleased with tonight, tomorrow we'll wake up and get ready for Melbourne.
You said last Saturday night that you probably a bit unlucky that the bonus points left you. Like how proud are they probably put the foot down tonight?
Yeah, very proud. And as I said, I think it's the growth in this footy side. We've spoken about it, you know, there's a number of times last year, you even go back to the grand final, where we were in full control and Everyone talks about a lot of the other teams being young. We're a pretty young group in certain areas, and just pleased that they learned from that, and we took a step forward tonight as a football team in terms of not letting them off the hook, the opposition, and just keep doing what we've been doing. Don't get bored with it. And I thought our nines and tens and guys that manage our game, obviously Al as well, Cusack when he came on, did a good job there, and that's the pleasing part of tonight.
I asked Allan a couple of guys about being wary of the wounded warriors. I mean, was there a concern there to try and withstand everything and try and get the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes?
Yeah, we knew they'd come hard. We're all footballers or been on the end of a hiding in the past, and we took nothing out of that result last week. We just said it's round two. We just got to focus on us and worry about getting our bread and butter right. And we've managed to do that. But as I said, next week will be a different challenge.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of heat on the Tars right there longly after that result. Do you feel any sympathy for them, or is your competitive streak not for?
No, I feel plenty of sympathy for them, because I don't think where they're at, and rightly or wrongly, whether I can be commenting on the opposition, I don't think it's Rob's responsibility over how they've functioned and worked as a club over the last few years. He's a good coach. He's shown in the past he's had success. He's got outstanding assistant coaches. They're a very young group, and at this level, if you're inexperienced and get put under pressure, there's a lot less time, a lot less space. It's hard to function. So I do have sympathy for them.
When you say the last few years, do you mean like list management, guys going overseas? What do you mean by
Yeah. I think they've their list management. I'm not involved there in the inner circle, but they're at a stage now as a group where it's a very young group. Obviously missing Jake, who's a real threat and an important player for them. I feel for them as a club, but for Australian rugby, we want a strong Waratahs side, and they've had a tough first couple of weeks, but they'll bounce back.
If you could just be in their shoes for 2 seconds, like a massive loss like that, how do you rebound from that? Like, what would you be saying to a team?
I'd probably pull the beers out and say, boys, let's have a beer and make sure that we stick tight and stick together and don't go bagging each other or anyone else. The only way you're going to get out of it is just through working hard and sticking tight as a group. And Rob's been around a lot longer than me. He'll know that, and they'll drive that. So stick together, and times will change quickly.
He was loving that after that, but I could hear him asking for the ball. So that's something that we never practiced, but it's good that it worked out today. So we know that the backs always add a bit of weight, but for him to score one, it was good. So yeah, he did.
Would Filial allow that?
No way.
Simone was trying to pinch it too. Thank you.
I've got Mac and all the lines extending
Thank you.
Do we want to use them to hold for?
Yes, I'm going to hold the line for third.
Tommy, do you want to do that too?
I'll reckon